Hello everyone, this is Ritika. I'm extremely pleased to see you all once again. Before I will disclose our today's topic, I have a surprise for you. And what is that? Many of you have been asking me to evaluate your writings, and I thought, why not to do it? Exactly. I will be evaluating your essays. There is a Google form link in the description box. Just fill up your details along with your essays and then I will be evaluating your writings. And this is our today's topic as well. Today I'm back again with one of the essays received from my students and we will be evaluating it. We will be learning some do's and don'ts related to a good essay writing, ideas generation on a complicated topic, a good sentence formation and excellent vocabulary words. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe our channel. Now, let's start with essay evaluation, and what we'll do first, we'll understand the question. So, here we go. With the increased global demand of oil and gas, undiscovered areas of the world should be opened up to access more resources. Okay, so what is the topic? The topic is, with the increased global demand for oil and gas, the demand of the resources such as oil and gas has increased globally. So in order to meet that demand, undiscovered areas should be opened up to access more such resources. You need to describe whether you agree or you disagree. Let us have a look on the introductory paragraph. It is sometimes thought that places that were not yet discovered ought to be used in order to meet the soaring worldwide demand for oil and natural gas. Wow! Such wonderful paraphrasing of the question, and such kind of sentences will take you to a higher band score. It was excellent. Such precise information given with excellent vocabulary, excellent usage of models. It's amazing. Moving further, I completely disagree with this perspective as it will lead to the depletion of fossil fuels as well as equally detrimental to the local habitat in those places. Okay, so here strongly student highlighted her thesis statement that she strongly disagree with the perspective, and the outline of the essays are also mentioned here as it will lead to depletion of fossil fuels and it is equally detrimental. Now, can you see such excellent vocabulary words which are used here? See this, discovered, soaring worldwide, nicely written. Demand for oil, I completely agree with this perspective. Rather than just saying view, say perspective or notion. Depletion of fossil fuels, detrimental, right? So in introduction only some excellent words are used and I am very much impressed with the writing style. Let us move on to the body paragraph. Firstly, it cannot be denied that exploring new areas for fossil fuels will lead to, okay, repetition is here. This is something we need to avoid. Although grammar, vocabulary and everything is good here, but the repetition, the same thing student has written here, it will lead to, and the same thing is here, it will lead to. So avoid such kind of repetitions. But here I must say the beginning of the body paragraph is excellent. It shows the clear progression in the writing. Okay, so lead to over-exploitation of fuels such as crude oil and natural gas, creating an imbalance in the Earth's core and will result in deadly disasters, for instance, earthquakes, which always had adverse effects on the ecosystem. Wow, how beautifully student has explained the idea with examples, with additional information, evidence, everything. Now, if you will see here, something that I can improvise it further. See, where student is having two ideas here, right? It will lead to over-exploitation and creating an imbalance. So, why not to combine these sentences with not only but also? Student could have written here, fossil fuels will not only lead to overexploitation of the fuel such as this, but also creating an imbalance in the Earth's core and will result in deadly disasters, for instance earthquakes, and then the harmful effect of earthquake is mentioned here. And this is how you are supposed to explain your ideas. Many times it is seen that students, they don't complete their idea, they just write a single sentence and they are done. No, proper explanation is required if you are looking for a higher band score. Okay, now let us have a look. Example is here. As per the research by Indian Meteorological Department, it had already been proved that earthquakes usually occur in areas where abundant natural resources have been destroyed by human activities for establishing industries and residential complexes. Okay, so example is completely apt with the idea as well as with the question. Now here, if you will see, a student has designed the idea wisely because you are supposed to avoid statistical data. So student talked about a research but without mentioning any statistics, any data, any facts and figures. So it is always a good idea to present your examples like this. Now moving further to our body paragraph 2. Wow, again I would say a good start, clear progression, perfect score for coherency and cohesion. Secondly, the opening up of new areas for oil and natural gas will be catastrophic to the habitat in that area. Okay, justified enough. This will propose untoward repercussions on the overall biodiversity, including animals. See this, how beautifully student explained overall biodiversity, including animals. Particularly, emphasis on particular thing, particularly endangered species, as the natural ecosystem will get disturbed. This inconsiderate step will trigger the extinction of the conserved flora and fauna of that area, which will directly pose an unfavorable impact on humans as well. Logical enough. Perfect explanation, what vocabulary, sentence formation, grammar, everything is perfect, and this student will definitely get a higher band in writing module. Okay, so example is here. For instance, the exploitation of natural resources in the US has led to the extinction of a rare plant species, which was an essential element in the manufacturing of a life-saving drug. Again, the apt example student mentioned here. Student was talking about the exploitation of natural resources and how the animal species and the mankind is connected with each other, and beautifully student explained here as well that how a rare plant species impacted the mankind. Because of the extinction of that rare plant species, medicines couldn't be found. Okay, now till now the essay is perfectly written, right? Some repetitions that lead to that can be rectified. Also, better conjunctions could have used, like instead of writing and not only but also, could have replaced that. So these kind of minor things are there. Also, these are not errors, these are just improvisations. Now let us have a look on conclusion. In conclusion, I reiterate, a good word to use, I reiterate that new places should not be used to extract more natural resources to meet the significant increase in the overall demand for crude oil and natural gas. So here student restated the thesis that she strongly disagrees, as the reasons are given, as it will catalyze, another good word, the overutilization of these resources and even threatens the ecosphere of those areas. Again, I would say short, crisp, precise, right? Not beating round the bush, round and round and round around the topic. No. Crystal clear opinion, ideas were sorted, perfect grammar, vocabulary, everything was nicely done here. So, what do you think should be the band score for this student? Let us see. So, our very first scoring criteria is task response and I would say it was apt. Student covered everything sufficiently. Moving further, next is coherency and cohesion. It's coherency and cohesion. Again, apt use of linkers. Okay, clear progression, logically organized content, right? So definitely student will get a higher band score here. Now talking about the third, lexical resource. So we can see here excellent words used that I have highlighted while reading the essay. Lastly, I would say GRA, grammatical range and accuracy. Of course, complex sentences, compound complex sentences, active voice usage. Okay, so everything, like it was the perfect blend of everything. Student was quite accurate with the grammar, and hence student will get an excellent band score in grammatical range and accuracy also. So the predicted band, I would say here would be band 8. Exactly. So this is how you need to write your essay in order to get a higher band score. I hope now you are clear with this essay that how to present things, the sentence formation, how to support additional details along with your ideas, relevant examples. So this is it from my side today. Make sure to submit your essay writings. I will be waiting for your writings, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.